Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Esam Mahmoud. I'm the Senior Vice President of SMB in Etisalat. I would like to thank you for joining us today in our SMB Talk programs. The SMB Talk is a great platform that will enable us as a business to stay connected and also keep our dialogue with our market expertise. The current pandemic forced us to live in an exceptional times, and many businesses have been impacted with different level of impact. Not only that, it has also changed our social life. It has changed the way the social life with our families, the social life of our friends, and also the social life of with our business colleagues. We do understand that the severity of the situation, and also for us, it's a shared responsibility for all of us of how we can overcome this crisis or the pandemics. Most of the business are trying their best. They are trying to navigate and also pass the challenges they are facing. Through this platform, the SMB Talk series, what we are aiming for is how we can be a partner with our clients to overcome or to recover during these pandemics. The SMB Talks will enable us to have an open dialogue and share experience across different sectors and also across different verticals. Every aspect of the talk will take us through a different series, and those series will feature conversations with an expert from a different verticals, from different industries. And our aim and our hope that the business will find a value, and also will gain a knowledge on how successful they can go through the situations. To talk about this and more, please let us together welcome our expertise for the sessions, Mr. Tomaso. Tomaso is the CEO of Talabat, and as we all know, Talabat is well known as one of the largest online food ordering in the Middle East. Please welcome Mr. Tomaso. Hi, Tomaso, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you very much for taking your time, and thank you also for joining us as one of the expertise to talk about the SMB Talks programs. Tomaso, we do understand that this pandemic has disrupted the business. The pandemic has also changed the way we as a business also run our business activities on a daily basis. It has also changed our strategies. It has changed our priorities. It was it was not planned. It came out of nothing. No one was prepared. No one was even thought that this will happen and affect the business. So please, Mr. Tomaso, if you could able to tell us the insights how this pandemic has affected your company as Talabat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're absolutely right. And for us, for Talabat specifically, I think the impact of the crisis has been twofold. On the first hand, we have an increased focus on safety. And the other big priority for us has really been ensuring business continuity for our partners, right? When it comes to safety, though we started implementing precautionary safety measures really at the start of the year, our priority has been and remains to ensure the highest safety measures are in place for our employees and our riders, partners, and customers. So we started already in March when we put in place contactless delivery, pushing for contactless online payments and avoiding cash payments, and enabled our riders to leave the orders at the door while practicing social distancing and ensuring that the order was collected.
So I'm sure that during this period there are many lessons and also many initiatives has been implemented by Talabat to make sure that their businesses are up and running, to make sure that they are connected with their customers. So would you please just share us some of those experience or some of those lessons and initiatives that was learned and implemented with the Talabat?
Yeah. So I think what was very important is that we noticed, our consumer changing a bit of their behavior, and safety, of course, has been a big priority for us, but also making sure we could support our restaurant partners through this period because most of them were heavily impacted. So that Talabat really pushed hard on extensive marketing and promotional campaign that could benefit our restaurants and keep them afloat throughout this period. We also understood that also for the customers, because like restaurants were affected, but at the same time customers had were going through a more uncertain period. I think also giving them a lot of free deliveries option was effective to make them gain confidence again. So I think the focus has really been towards safety and making sure our partners could go through this difficult period.
We have seen that, especially in UAE, that the lockdown was there in a couple of months, especially in Dubai, where people were not able to go out, and also the quarantine starting from 10 o'clock. So, as an expert on the food delivery, as an expert on the food chain platforms, I'm sure that there are lots of changes has been taken place in this type of industries. So, what do you think that the type of changes has happened in this type of industries? Is there any changes that's happened? Is there any change of the customer behavior? Is there any changes also in your way of dealing with the customers?
Yeah, so absolutely. We see a lot of changes in behavior. One is, again, I think affordability became a very important point. Safety as well. So we put in place all the possible tools we could to ensure a safe delivery. We're also doing temperature checks so that customers know who prepared the food, who delivered the food, and that their temperature was checked. But I think one important one is also on groceries. So Talabat as of course food delivery, but also grocery delivery as a business line, and we saw a huge spike on that. Talabat, we launched our dark stores in Dubai. So our dark store is a concept where we deliver groceries from some shops that are only made for delivery, and you can get really all your groceries and your essentials in really 30 minutes. And we call this Talabat Daily, and you can find it on the Talabat platform. We saw that this was a great value proposition in this period, specifically because other options were around to get your grocery delivered in 10 days during the lockdown period, while Talabat Daily will really deliver in 30 minutes.
Okay, so Mr. Tomaso, similar to the other industries, that they have changed their priorities, they have changed their strategies during the pandemics. So as a Talabat, what do you see the top priorities that are going to be implemented in your business coming 12 to 18 months?
So for us, customer experience is and will always be a big priority. And to really nail that, we think we should focus on three main factors. That's what our customers are asking for. That are affordability, variety, and speed. This is really our focus. Daily by Talabat has been a great testament of this, and we have planned to taking this further throughout the region.
And go ahead.
Yeah, we also think growth is still very, very important, and we really need to help our restaurant partners to get through this situation. As growth translates into more customers and new services, supporting our partners and stronger value to our customers is really the key in the next 12 to 18 months.
That's very, very good and very ambitious. I'm really admired to hear that also about the Talabats. Since we're talking about the change and we're also talking about the customer behavior, from your expectation, do you see that the customer behavior or the customer demand also might change?
Yeah, absolutely. We saw it already happening, and I think what we really believe is gonna grow even furthermore is this concept that we like to call quick commerce. So quick commerce is the evolution, I would say, probably of e-commerce, and our first step into quick commerce is really Talabat Daily. So our instant groceries, right? Instant grocery delivery. We foresee that in the future, this concept could be extended to all type of deliveries.
So, Tomaso, since we have already highlighted regarding the change of the behavior of the customers, what about the supplier ecosystem? Do you also expect that the supplier ecosystem might also change?
Yeah, I think restaurants have been impacted by this situation, and unfortunately, some of them will not get through this. We're heavily investing in growth rather than give short-term solutions such as discount, because we believe we could really help there. So growing our services for our partners will inject the confidence in the customers and get them back. And we're seeing already some positive signs, especially in Dubai, especially in UAE. All the customers are coming back through this approach. I think a problem remains for the restaurants dining, which is a bit slow probably right now. But also on this front, we are willing and we're investing in some technology solution that can help accelerate this growth as well.
Tomaso, myself and similar to any other customers, being agile and being also speed and execution, always see it as a very competitive advantage. So if so, as a Talabat, do you expect that your organization also might change in order to be more agile?
Well, we've always been focused on that. I would say it's not a new thing. Talabat's been around for 17 years. We're not such a new company, but we've always been focusing on investments in growth, and thanks to that, we became the leading delivery platform in the MENA region. We really strive to deliver the best experience and value to our customers with the widest variety. But speed is really something we focus on, and we are every day faster. Daily, once again, our grocery service Daily by Talabat is a testament of that speed. We're offering grocery deliveries in less than 30 minutes, which is pretty remarkable, and we want to become faster and faster over time.
Tomaso, if I recall, you mentioned that you have created an e-commerce for the customer where he can go and apply for orders or place an orders. What are your plans also to accelerate more in digitalizing your companies? Is there any other plans to move into digitalizations, or how is it?
I think Talabat by definition is a tech company. Yes, so I would say tech is really at the core of our DNA and always help us putting customers front and center. So no big news there, but really I think a lot of these investments go into creating better insights and automations for our customers and our partners.
So, Tomaso, thank you very much for your time. And I do understand that we have taken a slot of your busy schedule to attend these talks, but I do have one more last question, please. What are the investments are the most necessary to create a technology environment that will allow Talabat to thrive in this normal times? Where do you think that investment will happen more?
If I really have to say, I would say there are three, and these are people, and people. I think investing in attracting the right talent across our teams has always been a key reason behind Talabat's success. With all the new normal, this really will not change.
Any plan to create a technology environment within the Talabat, or do you think that what is already there, it's enough?
Yeah, no, we're really heavily investing in our tech teams. A plan for this year is actually to triple the size of our tech team. We also built a couple of new floors in our office that are really open spaces for tech teams to collaborate. And we inspired the design of these floors to some Silicon Valley companies like Twitter, Facebook, etc. Unfortunately, we're not entirely back at the office yet, but I think through this environment, we can really help the teams thrive even more towards the next years to come.
So, Tomaso, thank you very much for being as part of the expertise in this SMB Talks. I do appreciate your time, and I really thank you very much of all these fruitful insights about the Talabat and also about how the SMBs can be supported during this pandemic. Appreciate your time, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Esam. It was a pleasure being here.